Just about water's run out. Just get you some water because we're probably suffering at this point.
Also once again, good afternoon. I have this time slot in the afternoon where the people are tired. So I have to entertain you. And this is a level transmitter. On the weight it's about 12.5 kilogram. I use this every morning for my exercise. This 12 kilogram costs between 2,500 and 8,000 euro. So you get a lot of instrument for this money, 12.5 kilogram. Yesterday I was here and I had my manufacturing hat on to explaining on the manufacturing side. And today I would like to sell you this product. In the introduction page, I just explain you we are well known on EPCs. The 144LD was removed from bioautomation with effective October 1st. Level Star is a product for the future. 144LD, here's on the picture, is no longer available. 15 years, up to 20 years in the market, facing now with obsolete components and die casting issue. So Level Star, the 244LD Level Star, it's in place. It's in production since about 6 months. We have a number of new features and functions. We are using the FTTT technology and we have this new auto range mode. It's very important for you guys, this new product, this brand new product with the new electronic and the new features called 244LD. It's the same name as the 244LD with the old electronic. So it's no need to go to the customer, to the end users, and start this time-consuming process to get the approvals for a new product. It's an existing product, it's a 244LD for the customer. No need to go to this approval procedure. For the reason we are using the proven torque tube technology. It's the same as on the 144 or the old 244 transmitter. We are using the proven micro cinder metal sensor for the force measurement. So the key components, torque tube and sensor and the wafer body is the same, are the same, and the customer cannot see this is a brand new product. And this means we have no risk using the proven components and the proven parts. New is the sensor and the electronic housing. In the past was a 144LD and the 244LD. We had a separate cell housing, as a sensor housing and electronic housing. Now we have this combined in one housing. Sensor and electronic are together. This is cost saving, so the material costs are much lower. We have a new electronic offering new features. One of the new features is we have a multi-language LCD display. It's the same as we are using on the positioner, so it's also proven technology and no risk. And we have a wireless infrared service port. This is also a proven technology. We have this feature as an option since years on the positioner. Now we on the side that use this here as standard. It costs about 50 cents. Have this always as standard. And we are using this infrared service port in the manufacturing for the user calibration. So we are doing in the final assembly area in Stuttgart the user calibration with this infrared port. And of course you can do in the field also on the instrument maintenance. New is also, it's a brand new electronic, it's new on designed and it's assigned according to the SEAL 2 requirements described in the latest standard of 2010. So we have for the 244LD a SEAL 2 certificate, no longer a self-declaration. And we are using the same electronic also on the 244 LVP. So the LVP, the low-cost product, has also a SEAL certificate now. So this is new. Additional new features, of course, we are using this FTTT DTM technology. We have a continuous self-diagnostic status and diagnostic measures. We have a configurable safety value. So if the instrument goes in the alarm condition, you can decide which is the output value. on the last one, or a safety value, it's configurable. We have a report generator built in, so if you do a change in the instrument or each part of the instrument, the configurations, the calibration, the alarm settings, all this, it's documented in a report, and you can store easily this PDF file. It's the same technology used on the positioner. And in addition, this maintenance access via the infrared communication or the hard PC50. New is also the new electronic has no keys inside. So there's no longer a key inside of the housing. We have still the keys outside of the housing, sealed from the environment. But if you are using this DTM technology, it's no need to use an internal key. So nobody will use this in the future. This is an example. This is an overview page of the DTM. You see here, sorry, the transmitter. You can unselect the color in case of an alarm, or if you have a request for maintenance. Just for participants who are not knowing all the details of a buoyancy level transmitter, you can use a buoyancy level transmitter to measure level, interface, or density. In normal application, you have a tank in the reactor and a bypass, so you have a displacer chamber as a bypass. Always you need a displacer element, and on this displacer element, it's a buoyancy force from the liquid and the liquid level. So displacer element and transmitter are always on together. Displacer chamber as a bypass, it's used in 80% of the application. Of course, you can mount this transmitter also on top on the tank, but this is for this kind of application not so common. DTM, it's a configuration tool. It's a built-in configuration tool, so you can configure your transmitter with the DTM. We have this online diagnostic according to the NAMO NE107 and this fail-safe feature. Online diagnostics according to NE107, this means this is according to the NAMUR standard. NAMUR is a user association of the automation technology in the process industry. And the Eckardt team worked on together with NAMUR and with the relevant DIN organization to describe the features and the function in this document. The NE107 document consists about 30 pages. And important is diagnostic is an analysis of the status information from monitoring for the purchase of identifying the cause of malfunctions. Ideally, I have to know my transmitter will fail in 6 weeks. This is the ideal situation. We have some features built in on the positioners, that we have a trend, or they can analyze a trend. We have this not yet on the buoyancy level. This will be next. But at the moment, we have a number of status signal. And in this NAMUR standard, the status signals are standardized. Green means it is an active diagnostic and all is okay. So if this value or that this field is in green, you know it's an active diagnostic parameter and it's okay. And failure is red, and function check is yellow, out of specification. It's orange, out of specification is yellow, and maintenance required is blue. This is a standard and the standard color in this NAMUR specification. We are using this in the fields here, maintenance, failure, and out of specification. On the buoyancy level transmitter, we did not use orange field function check, so this instrument it's working and it's not necessary to check in function. So in the overview screen you have all this information in colors. In the detail alarm screen you have all details of the instrument alarms. So you can give priorities to the specific alarms, what is out of range, what is an electronic failure, what is a temperature failure, or what is an application-specific failure for a buoyancy level transmitter. You can select this, and this is available. Also very nice, you have the status from the history. So if this was a failure and it's okay now, and only the operator with the access code can delete this. So you have always in view where is the status coming from a good situation or from a bad situation. Then also very important and very new, it's the auto range mode of this transmitter. Auto range mode is the default setting. So the displacer data and the density value are an active part of the equation. This was not in the past. Here with the new electronic we can do this. So there's an easy adaptation to the measurement point with auto range. No reference weights are needed. So it's absolutely not necessary in the field to operate with weights, to calibrate or to rearrange on the transmitter. The configuration parameter are the displacer data, the length, the diameter, and the physical mass in kilogram, and the process liquid, the upper and the lower density of the liquid. And for this we have a DTM page. You can enter this data in a very easy way, in a logical way. The upper field, it's a density, lower and upper density. You type this in. So it's very easy now if the process change, if the user are using several batches with several parameters, you can download the new density from the DCS system. This is on the density area. Here you have your the information from the displacer element. This is the material of the displacer element. On the length, the diameter. Out of the length and the diameter, it's a volume calculated. You type in here the weight of the displacer. And the weight of the displacer including the chain. Then it's calculated on the weight force. You have the length of the chain, and maybe if you have an elevation of the displacer, you can also adjust this. Does it not goes to the full range or not to the 0 point? As an elevation, all this is possible in this page. If you type this in, the displacer is re-range. So it's very easy in the day-by-day business, in the startup phase, typing in the parameter and it's done. My next dream is getting all this data out of bioautomation. So when you're preparing a quote, you're typing in on the density. We have the information of the displacer weight for manufacturing. So if we have all this data on a database, on the server, we can easily download this to the instrument, and then this infrared link, it's helpful. So we just manufacturing one type of transmitter with a factory calibration, and then the user calibration, it's electronically. We just loading down on the data from the network, and it's configured as a density, an interface, or a level measurement. The result out of this displacer page, it's in the output page. On the output page, it's mentioned that you are in automatic mode, in auto range. If you are in manual mode, here will be manual mode, and these fields are free to type in the weights. So you have still the possibility to a manual calibration, a manual rearranging in the method we know from the 144. And you can select the output units in each dimension you want, or you can define special outputs. The output damping and all this parameter you can also set here. If you go to the manual mode, you remember this upper range and lower range value you have to calculate and to type in. This is now a part of the calculation from the displacer. So this instrument is set automatically, but maybe in the field you need to correct this a little bit. So a process optimization, and this we can do with this re-zero. Re-zero, you have your measurement range of the level measurement, and with re-zero you can move this range upwards or downwards in 0.01% steps. So it's very easy, and in case you do not know what's going on, or if you do the miss entering, you can always back to the factory calibration. It's like in your mobile phone, it's easy to reset to the factory calibration. For the process engineer, we have all data in a block view. So for the expert of this instrument, all data, all information out of the transmitter are visible in the block view. This is an example of this report, but it's, if you have time to go upstairs and show this in the live demo, it's very easy to call up this report, including on the trend charge, and it's very helpful. We are storing all data, all information in final assembly. So if we are manufacturing a product, we are storing the setup, the calibration with this PDF file. Yeah, this was new, but still we have a product range. So I talked about the 244 LD level star. It goes now as an operation temperature from minus 160 degree, 196 degree, up to 500 degrees Celsius. So it's an extended temperature range. So the 244 LVP is the economic version. It's also available with the level star electronic. At the moment you can select in by automation the old electronic or level star. At the moment level star is cheaper. The old function with less features, it's expensive. So it's very easy to move to the other one. You can identify the instrument by the color. All level star products are in this Invensys green or Invensys yellow. So it's also very easy for the service people. If you call a customer, ask for the color of the instrument. It's blue, it's an old one. It's yellow, it's a new one. So it's available. It's an economic version. It starts at about 1,300 euro. And you can easily compete with guided microwave from the price and from the technical features. The 244 LVD, it's available. It's using still the old electronic. And next year we are planning a redesign of this, but we have not yet set up a specification what this product looks like next year. At the moment we have allocated enough electronic boards for the 144 LVD, and we are writing on the spec, in the specification, how this product looks like in the future. As you know, level transmitter, a measuring point, you need a displacer element, you need a chamber, you need flange combinations, you need cover flanges. All this you can select in by automation. This is a chart. I use this in several presentations. It's just a matrix about technical features of the product, and it's very important. All three products, the 244 level star, the LVP, and the LVD, has the same measurement range from 2 newtons. Remember, 12 kilogram. And the maximum on the minimum measurement range is 2 newton. So we can measure a change of 0.1 gram with this instrument. So please use it careful. If you receive it, it's heavy. Do not put it on the ground floor. It's a precise instrument where you can measure 2 Newton and you can see a change of 0.1 gram. What next? We have plans to completing on the level star product range. So at the moment, all kind of ARTEX certificates are available. We applied for FM and for CSR, for GOST K and GOST R, and for NEPSI. But I cannot predict how long this takes, does we get this certificate. But it's all organized, that we get this. We're working on a field bus version. So we have on the first prototype in our lab. So M&I is working. And on the new level star field bus board, we are using also a trick. We have this infrared interface, and you can configure a field bus device via hard communication and the infrared link. So very often it's complicated, and you have not the tools in the field to configure a field bus instrument. But a hard communicator, it's available in the field, and you can easily maintenance and diagnostic and check the instrument via this infrared link and hard communication. So this is in development. We think about premium diagnostic, that we are storing this data like on the positioner over 1 year, 2 years, 3 year, 5 year, to find out what is a change on the working point, what is in the instrument. We are working on a new sensor. This new sensor, it's in the lab at the moment, and I assume it will be available in the product in April next year. And as I mentioned, we are planning the redesign of the 144 LVP. A short business update. We have a number of level projects. So my thanks, the Russian team did a very good job in the last 6 months. So we received a number of orders from Italy. We also received very good orders. Ivan has at the moment the opportunity to sell 292 level transmitters. So it's a good business. It's growing. If you remember, 8,000 from 2,500 to 8,000 euro one transmitter. One complete one is between 8,000 and 50,000, including on the chambers. If all is in Hassel IC, then we are easily in the range of 40,000–50,000 euro. We have some open issues like spare parts, repair policy, and whatever. And we have a number of discussions at the moment. A simple question, to Mr. Friesenbichler. Eckardt, it's over 130 years old. One of the first products was a rotating music-making Christmas tree holder. And it was produced about 110 years ago. I received an email, can we have spare parts for this product? Okay, you say no. So it's absolutely clear for a 110 years old product, no spare parts are needed. And so the question is, what is its limit? When should we have spare parts, when not? On the 144 LD, it's clear we are running out of spare parts soon in terms of some mechanical parts and then the electronic. If this instrument is for 15 years in operation, then it's easy to say to the customer, yes, we do it with a repair by replacement. So repair by replacement is our policy for the older product. With the 244 LD, if this is 2 years in operation or 3 years in operation, it's a warranty case. This is our job. We have to repair it. So in the range, I would say 5 years, 6 years, we can convince the customer for a repair by replacement. And at the end, this product will be cheaper as a repaired product from Stuttgart. It takes at least 10 weeks to repair this, and it costs more than a new one. So I have to prepare a document for my internal people to do this right. And the same is with the spare parts. For the new level star product, we will prepare spare part kits spare part kits where you can offer a quote in projects in a good combination. So this is what we are planning in the next few weeks, coming out with a spare part list and with internal repair procedure policies, whatever. And if you have any problems, if you get on the wrong message out of the Eckardt factory, send me an email. I'm customer focused and I will satisfy on the customer in the easiest way, in the effective way. If the repair costs more than a replacement product, it's clear. If we answer the stupid things on the spare parts, then send me an email. Yeah, summary. On the level star transmitter, it's a universal transmitter for level interface or density and the process condition from -196 up to 500 degrees C. We have no moving parts, so no moving parts means no maintenance. We are using this FDT DTM technology. We have the latest version of the DTMs. We are according to the diagnostic described in the NAMUR NE 1007. We have this easy configuration in the auto mode. We have a report generator and we have Seal 2. So we are the best in the market. We are the market leader from the technology point of view. I'm in time? Perfect.
Just.
Good. Thank you.